yeah, I was worried about hurting my hands, but not because I couldn't play guitar, because I wouldn't be able to punch people in the face.
He's the first artist to play here 3 times in a row. It is Kris Barras. Hey.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm very good, actually. Enjoying sitting in a field.
Yep.
Feel like we're just about to have a little picnic or something. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. The rain's holding off, which is all good.
Which is good. So you've just got here from Belfast, is that right?
Yeah, we had a show at the Ulster Hall in Belfast last night with Blackstone Cherry. We had to dart off straight after our set to catch the ferry to get back here in time. It's been a long trip. I think it took us about 16 hours.
16 hours, oh my God.
I've got a few days at home next week before I'm back off out. Got a couple more dates with Kris Barras Band, and then I'm on tour with the Supersonic Blues Machine after that.
Yeah, so that's a cool gig to get, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing experience getting to tour with like Billy Gibbons and Kenny Aronoff and drums. And yeah, we've got some stuff next year as well with some other like big name guests, and yeah, it's amazing. It was just a great bunch of guys.
How did that come about?
Well, originally I got put forward to be their support act for the Shepherd's Bush Empire gig that I had last year, which ultimately ended up being my first ever gig with them. We didn't know at the time that their frontman, Lance Lopez, had left the band to concentrate on his solo career. They saw some videos of me and were like, we reckon this guy could be our new frontman. So we had a few phone conversations, and yeah, it was all sorted. I went out to LA and we had some rehearsals, and it went down really well, and yeah.
And then here you are.
Yeah.
What and are you working on any albums or anything like that with them?
Yeah, I mean, we've just released a live album that was recorded from one of the shows last year in Italy. That came out on the 12th of July. And yeah, early next year I'll be going out to LA to record the next studio album. So,
great. Yeah. So maybe we'll have you all back here next year at Ramblin Man.
You never know.
You never know, indeed. And I want to know, how does a boxer, because that's what you used to do in your previous life, you were a boxer?
I was a Thai boxer and MMA fighter, yeah.
How does that happen? How do you become a pro boxer and become a brilliant guitarist at the same time?
I mean, I started playing guitar when I was like 5. I also started doing like karate, and I moved on to kickboxing like around about the same age. So I always had like a really keen interest in martial arts, and I loved like Rocky films and Bruce Lee films, Jean-Claude Van Damme and all that stuff. From an early age, that's always my favourite stuff. Yeah, I mean, I was doing a lot of music stuff when I was like 17, 18, 19. And then I had a bit of time off from training. And then I went back because I wanted to have something else in my life. I was kind of a bit too obsessed with the music stuff at that time. And started training, had a couple of amateur fights, won, it went well, and it just kind of progressed. And I just found that I had more and more opportunities in the fighting world than I did in the music world.
When did the music overtake the boxing then?
So, I mean, all the time when I was kind of doing like the fighting stuff, I was still playing in like cover bands and things. I just wasn't really writing any music. I still kept like my hand in like weekends. I'd play at weddings or just in pubs and stuff.
Really?
You know? And then I decided, I had a couple of fights out in Asia, and I just thought, I won my last one, and I was like, do you know what? This is like a good time for me just to like, I mean, it's a tough life. It's a lot like music. When you're starting out in music, you know, there's not much money, you're traveling lots, every part of your life is under stress, you know, just so you can do that one thing. And I kind of just said, do you know what, I've done it for long enough, 10 years, I'm going to concentrate on earning some money and become an adult, buy a house and do all that kind of stuff. So I came back and started teaching.
I love it that you go, become an adult and buy a house, so I'll be a musician.
Well, the transition wasn't quite as, I know. Out of the, what's the saying? Out of the chip pan, the frying pan into the fire. Yeah, whatever I said.
Wow. Were you not worried about hurting your hands?
Yeah, I get asked this question a lot. Like, yeah, I was worried about hurting my hands, but not because I couldn't play guitar, because I wouldn't be able to punch people in the face. So, I mean, like, that's every boxer, every MMA fighter or Thai boxer worries about their hands, because if you break a hand, that's you out of training, you can't fight, you can't earn money. I broke my thumb once, but other than that, I was all right.
You're right. So were you always into the blues, or who were the guitarists that made you, or the artists that made you want to, do what you do?
Yeah, I mean, I've had lots of different influences. I mean, I'm not like a strict blues guy, I'm not like like through and through blues
Not
guy.
a purist.
No, I mean I love like purist stuff, but my playing style, my style isn't that, you know. But my main guitar hero was Gary Moore. He was the guy that got me into the blues.
Okay.
And his collaborations with guys like B.B. King and Albert Collins, and then that's when I discovered like, you know, the more like traditional guys, and I loved that from an early age. But then like, you know, I was just influenced by my dad's like record collection, and he'd have like Rainbow, Boston, Deep Purple, Rolling Stones, stuff like that. So I really had this like classic rock influence, and he was a massive Thunder fan. They were the first band I ever saw when I was probably about 9 years old. It was the first big gig I ever went to, 9 or 10. I saw them, they came to Torquay.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you could have written any song, what would it be?
Oh,
And why?
damn. Oh man. I'm gonna go for some Southern rock, cheese. Well, it's not really cheese, but it's because it's been overplayed so much. It's kind of I'm going for Freebird.
Why do you love that one?
That was like one of the first songs where I really like heard like a huge guitar solo. I think I heard it on like, do you remember these CDs, or tapes actually, it was back then, it used to come out, it would be like,
With the
best guitar anthems
Yes.
ever. It used to come out every
Yeah.
Christmas, and I'd always get one, and then I'd spend all year like on my tape recorder, like press and play, rewind, like learning all the riffs. And that was one that I first heard where like the song just went mad with a guitar solo, and it was like 13 minutes long or whatever it was.
Epic.
Yeah, and it just really opened my eyes to something. You know, I was like 7 or 8 or whatever. Yeah, that song always used to be my party piece in my late teens.
That was your party piece. That's
Yeah, it was
quite a
one like
party.
we'd
That's quite a
always,
party
do.
piece.
Yeah.
So, if you could have played with any band or musician at any point in time, who would it have been?
It's going to be either Gary Moore or Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, and what period in their career?
I'll go with Getting Up with Hendrix at Woodstock,
Yeah,
and we just tear shit up.
and you burn the guitar together.
Obviously. What else would we do?